Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Raise Your Spirits Redux. I have a very, very special guest with me today, Paula Stewart. Welcome, Paula. Welcome to the Tiki Bar. Welcome to the Tiki Deck.
It's so lovely to be here. It's sunny, it's lovely, it's summery. I'm excited to be out and about.
Now everybody, or a lot of you, when you come to the theater, you will know Paula. She's the one who's always walking around at like 5'2", telling everybody where they're supposed to be, our stage manager. But Paula, recently you kind of made a little bit of a shift in your focus.
I took a little shimmy into the office, so now I'm officially the office manager of Theatre Orangeville. So I'm very excited to be in the office and learning a whole new set of skills and a whole new aspect of this theater that I've been with for 14 years now.
14 years? That's crazy!
Yeah.
Oh, it can't be 14 years. You're only like 19 years old. You're barely old enough to drink.
I know. I've only become legal so that I can make this drink.
That's fantastic. So Paula's got a really great cocktail that she wanted to share with us, and it's one that I've never had before. I've never actually tried this cocktail before, so I'm super excited to learn and to taste a new sensation.
Mm-hmm. So the cocktail that we're going to be making today is called The Last Word. So this is a Prohibition era cocktail. So I think we need to reset a little bit here.
Wow. Ooh.
1920s?
Perfect. Yes, very 1920s.
It's very 1920s. So it is actually, we're going to go back to 1913 in Chicago? Not 19. We're going to go to Detroit. We're going to go to Detroit in 1913.
Detroit. I like Chicago too.
They're comparable cities. So we're actually going to go to Detroit in 1913. And we're going to go to the Detroit Athletics Club, which you can still go to today. You can still go there. You can get a membership. They will make you wear very fancy clothes. Maybe not quite as fancy as this, but they will make you wear something nice.
I've actually walked by it.
Oh,
I've never been in it because I can't afford to go in it, but I've actually walked by it. It's in Greektown. It's right in downtown Detroit. I know it very well. Yeah.
Well, it's got a very storied history, and there actually used to be a lot of people who would go through there who were very notorious of their era, one of them being Frank Fogarty, who was a vaudevillian actor, who's the one who sort of made the cocktail popular. So the last word starts, as all good gin cocktails start, with gin and lime. So we're going to do an ounce, or 3/4 of an ounce is the traditional recipe. So we're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of gin.
And you're using that Bombay.
Bombay Star.
And I have some Bombay, but I thought I'd use some. I'm going to try this Plymouth Gin, which I really, really like. So we're putting in is it an ounce of that, Paula?
You can either do an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce.
Oh,
3/4 of an ounce
somehow, my hand slipped.
Sometimes it just happens that way. So we're going to do the same amount of gin as lime.
Okay, I'm going to actually
into your ice-filled cocktail shaker.
Okay, so I'm behind. So I did the gin, and then what do I do?
And then we're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of lime. Okay. Or if you're doing 1 ounce of gin, do 1 ounce of lime.
Okay, so it's a 1-1-1 kind of thing?
We keep this cocktail very nice and simple.
Okay, well that's what I like. Simple. Okay, I'm there.
So we're going to start with that. Really fun little cocktail fact about this is that it was the most expensive cocktail available in the club at the time. So it cost you 35 cents to order this cocktail in 1913.
Fantastic, I'll have a double.
Which to this day is about $8.50, which I think is still a steal.
I think that's pretty decent for a specialty cocktail that has costume.
It has all of these elements.
That has all these elements that comes with it.
All of these things going on together. So this is sort of where the cocktail started. But as the story is of all good cocktails, it kind of became unpopular for a period of time because our next ingredient got very difficult to ship in. One, because Prohibition, they didn't really want you bringing in booze to the country, shockingly. But also because the next ingredient is green Chartreuse.
Yes.
Yeah, so this became more available after the war in, I'm going to say...
Another costume change. Oh!
What? 1950? I would say
1950.
Wait, hold up. Now it's 1950s.
Now it's you got an Audrey Hepburn thing kind of going on there. As soon as you put on that pillbox hat.
There we go. Now we're in the 1950s. So it's 1951, and Ted Saucier, who I don't know if you've referenced in one of your other videos.
No, we haven't.
But he wrote a cocktail book in the 1950s, published in 1951, called Bottoms Up, in which he referenced these Prohibition-era cocktails. So, since you could get things like green Chartreuse at this point, we're going to add...
Now, this is like 55% alcohol. This is a real thing, and it's made in France. And is it still made by Carthusian monks? Isn't that the story on it?
It is. It is made in a monastery in France, and the story goes that there's only 2 monks who actually know the recipe. So it's about 130 different herbs and botanicals that go into this liqueur. So it's very anise flavored, it's very botanically, it's very herbaceous. It's almost almost edges into like medicinal, which is actually what it was originally used for. So you'd go to the monks and you'd say, I'm not feeling well, and they'd pour you a shot of this, which was originally 68% alcohol. And if it didn't cure you on the spot, it certainly made your day a little bit easier.
Fantastic. So it's kind of like KFC. It's got like 130
Yeah.
secret herbs and spices, and nobody knows what the recipe is.
Exactly.
How much
that.
am I putting in?
You're going to put in the same amount of everything
right.
else you put in. So 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.
You think I could remember that?
We like
I
to
think
keep
I've
it
been
nice
drinking
and
already.
simple
There
here.
we go. Okay, 1 1 1.
So that's the green chartreuse.
Oh, I know this is going to be something special.
Right? Actually, give that a little smell. Isn't that just the loveliest?
Oh, that is marvelous.
This is a very polarizing ingredient. Either you
It's
love it or you hate
very,
it.
it's very vegetal. Like it's green. It's
Oh,
it's
funny
fantastic.
you should say that because the original, I have to channel my French ancestors for this.
Ooh, okay.
So the original name for this was l'élixir végétal de la grande Chartreuse. I will say that once more, maybe in
Please.
French this time. L'élixir végétal de la grande Chartreuse. So the Grande Chartreuse is the abbey of, or the monastery, of the Chartreusian monks. So there we go. Here's our French lesson for the day. Now, since we haven't gotten to the last ingredient yet, and as happens, it seems continually with this cocktail, is it goes out of favor for a little period of time. So we need to leave the 50s. We need to get out of there. It's no fun. We gotta go.
Time's changing.
Time's changing.
Decades are. I see years just flashing in front of my eyes.
So the next time, oh, here we go. Oh, we gotta get our hair down.
Okay.
So-
we'll get our hair down.
Here we go. Get our hair down.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So now we reach the 2000s, mid 2000s. We've got like bohemian hipster cocktail bar,
Big truck gone.
big trucks, the big trucks of the 2005s. Thank you very much. We ordered that in specifically. So it's 2005. There are very fancy cocktail makers in the Seattle area who are trying to find neat, obscure cocktails for hipster bars. So they go back to these post-war cocktail books and they find the last word. And so we're gonna add one of these, oh, that's the wrong ingredient. We're gonna add a little bit of maraschino liqueur.
Ah.
Now, someone very kind lent me some maraschino liqueur for this one. He's standing directly
and
to my
is
left.
this one as well?
This is one. I went a little heavy with mine, but that's okay.
Oh, well, you know what? I never have a problem with a heavy pour.
Cocktails are all about experimentation, right?
They are,
So
you know,
wind
that's
up,
the fun of it. And if you don't have this, you know, if you don't have maraschino, maybe you've got like, I don't know, cherry brandy or something would be
Cherry
worth giving.
brandy?
Like, you know, you can mess about with it. This is not like, you know, it's fun. Cocktails are fun.
they're meant to be fun and enjoyed with friends. So what I would recommend actually is if you have a Kirsch or if you have a Grand Marnier, those are good swap outs for the maraschino liqueur. The other fun thing is that it's actually made with the pits as well as the fruit of the to make this liqueur. So you have the kind of almost like a little bit of a nuttiness in the flavor, which I think makes it's still fancy. It's just even fancier.
Yeah, we did a drink before that had it in it, because it does. And I suggested people have it with like almonds or something like that,
yeah.
just because it gave it a little kind of that little bitter kind of a
Just
thing
a
that
little bit.
almond, you know, just that little bitterness thing.
Yep.
Okay, so now we've got all the ingredients.
These are all of the things now. So now we're gonna shake it up with the ice.
Okay, I've got ice. I've got my shaker.
I
had troubles with the shaker not too long ago.
Not a
let me tell
lid
you.
for my shaker.
Oh, here.
Uh-oh.
Do you want to use this one,
Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
or do you want to use this one?
Oh, here
Does
I
that
can.
fit?
Let me take that off your hands.
Okay, this might be
Let's do
trouble.
this
You
guy.
got to be careful with this one because it
Okay.
causes trouble sometimes.
We're gonna do it like that. We're gonna shake it.
Okay.
Shake it. Shake, 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 shake.
Shake, 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 shake your
Shake, shake, shake,
booty.
shake, shake, shake.
Is that 2005 or no? I don't know when that is.
Maybe slightly earlier than that.
Okay.
All right. So we've
There
got-
you go.
There we go. Science at work.
Now look, you're a pro. I had the same problem
You have
with
to
that
put it
shaker.
on at an angle and then knock it off straight. But there's.
I had
I'm
the same
still not
problem with
good
this
at
shaker not too long ago. I'm gonna get rid of it.
I specifically. I should have. I
Here,
had a
you
thing.
try that one, and I'll struggle
You
with
try
this.
that with that. So.
There we go.
Magic. So now you're gonna want to grab your strainer.
Oh yeah, I've got my
'Cause we're
strainer.
We've got our green chartreuse colored glasses
That is beautiful.
that we're going to pour our little drink into.
Okay. Oh yes, that is. It looks potent. It smells exquisite.
It smells delightful. So, cheers.
Cheers.
the very last
A distance
word.
cheers.
Socially distant cheers.
Cheers.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Paula, that
Yeah.
is the last word. That is There's that little sweetness of the maraschino, but oh my, that's a super hit. You got to make this drink. You got to make this drink. This is fantastic.
Would
Thank
highly
you, my
recommend.
friend.
Thanks for having me.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And the last word, as always, stage managers always get
Stage
the last
managers
word.
always
The
get
last word is.
The last word is.
You got to change.
I got it. Where did I put my last little thing? Where's that? Oh.
There's your hat. The last
Have a
word
lovely
is.
summer.
Have a lovely summer.
Cheers.
Cheers.